Hello, friends. It is Shannon. Welcome to Tiny Kitchen Reluctant Cook, where I make easy meals in this tiny kitchen without the fuss. And we're still working on that tagline, but we're going to get there. So tonight I am going to be making, I called it a cheesy, what did I call it? Easy cheesy tacos, I think. I don't know. There were a few names that I think I threw out there. At any rate, the recipe is actually a Pampered Chef recipe, and it is on their website. So it is called sheet pan tacos. So a little more boring name, but same premise. So I just wanted to show you real quick before I hooked the phone up to the tripod what we're going to be using for our tools and our ingredients tonight. So it's going to be super easy, guys, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm going to try to get you out of here in under 30 minutes. I don't know if you guys know, but I did just discover at the beginning of summer that I have meniscus tears in both of my knees. So yay me. But today is one of those days where I'm feeling it a little bit more than I have been the last couple of days. So I don't want to be standing in the kitchen too long. And you know what? You probably don't want to either. You're probably just getting home from work and you just want to throw something together and throw it on the table and go sit down. Dude, I totally understand. That is me 100% to a T. And when I start going back to full-time work next week, that's also going to be me. So let's just do something quick and fast. Let's do a quick overview of what we're going to be using tonight. So I pulled out the Deluxe air fryer and oven. So as you can see, it is it's got one full door. It has two compartments here. This is the oven side and the air fryer side. These doors also open individually. So we got the air fryer part and we got the oven part. Super cool. We're going to go ahead and get it we're going to start doing the preheating part because it takes a few minutes, and then we're going to put our stuff together for while we're waiting for that. So here we go. We're going to just do air fry here, and then it's going to be at 400, but we're going to do it for about 8 minutes. So preheat. We're going to wait for that to go. Some other things I got here. We got some meat. So what I did was, because I was feeling super lazy, I just went to the store and I bought one of those pre-made trays of pulled pork. So that's all I did. It's not, I think it might have a little seasoning in it, but it's not like a smoked one or a barbecue one or anything. It was just a pulled pork one I found. It was like $10 at Safeway. We are going to use the tortilla. Oh man, I just dropped my tortillas out of the tortilla warmer. Tortilla warmer is supposed to be super fun to use, but not when you lift it up upside down and the tortillas fall out. So yes, this is the tortilla warmer, and I heated the tortillas ahead of time because this is the other reason that I'm holding my phone right now, but we're going to set it up here in just a second. So as you know, I live in a very tiny space. My kitchen is super tiny. So the only outlet that I could use where I could put the air fryer on top of where the stove is and still plug it in without having to use an extension cord because that's a no-no, is to plug it in where the microwave plugs in. So that's up here. So I have to unplug the microwave to plug this in. And so anything that I have to do in the microwave, I have to do ahead of time. So I already heated up the tortillas in the microwave, and I already heated up the meat in the microwave so that we can unplug it and use that outlet. So, all right. And let's see some other things we got here. I thought I would go ahead and throw together some guacamole with our guacamole seasoning, which I think is the most amazing flavor of guacamole if you don't have time or you don't want to make it fresh and from scratch. This is the perfect alternative. If you want to add a little spicy spice to it, We also have this creamy jalapeno seasoning. I did make this for a party one time, and I made it with sour cream, I think, or cream cheese. I can't remember, but I remember the flavor was really good. A little spicy for me. I am not going to be putting this in my guacamole because, yeah, I have GERD. So yeah, we don't want that to flare up. So we're not going to do that. And then we're going to use the chopper again because we're just going to chop up some tomatoes, since that is we're making tacos. So it is not Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Thursday. Yay. All right. I'm going to hook you up here. All right. Let's see. It's a good view here. Let me turn you just a little bit over here so I can see you. All right, so I got my notes again. One of these days I'm going to be able to do this without notes. But, cheesy crispy tacos, I guess, was one of the names I gave it. I don't know. All right, so we're going to try to be out of here in less than 30 minutes. Okay, I just showed you what we're going to be using. And I just discovered, well, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I used my silicone egg turner last night and I didn't wash it, so we're not gonna use that to flip over the tacos. So we're gonna use, these are spatula tongs. So they're kind of cool. They're kind of long, but they actually pick up and grip pretty awesome. And you don't really see these too much. So I just realized I have them in the drawer, so we're gonna use these. All right, so first things first, we are preheating the Deluxe air fryer. And just a quick recap of me and who I am. I'm Shannon. I'm an independent consultant with Pampered Chef. I've been doing this for about 5 years. My husband and I moved into our camping trailer about 3.5 years ago. Mostly because, well, all because we didn't have kids at home anymore. He wanted to start his own business. I thought, you know what? That is amazing. You should definitely go for your dream. And I'm fine if we move into the camping trailer for a little bit to help with, finances and things. And we'll just hang out in the trailer, for a year or two. And, while you're building your business, we'll go from there. So the business he owns a food truck and he runs it with our son. And it's growing. But I think we had higher expectations, maybe too high of expectations, because I think that it's growing appropriately, but I think we wanted it to be faster and still want it to be faster. But so we're still here, and that's fine. Like, we're fine with it. Of course, it is getting a little snug. But in the last couple of years, when we first moved in here, I just figured, like, you know what, I'm a PC consultant, like, I got to figure out how to use the kitchen. This is going to be great. I got this. Like, I was gung-ho, I was ready for it. And I started cooking in here and realizing what a challenge it is to cook in a tiny kitchen versus a regular kitchen. So I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a little bit. And I was contemplating, like, should I still continue to be a consultant? Should I not? Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, I was talking this whole time and I didn't put my tacos together. Okay, so that beeping means that I'm talking too much and we need to put some tacos together if we're gonna have some dinner here. All right, and I did also not take out the pan from the oven, so it's gonna be hot. So we're gonna use our new oven gloves. Alrighty, we're gonna move that out of the way. This is hot. Okay, Shannon has to remember this is hot because I like to burn myself. So we're gonna put an oven glove right here on the edge so that I can remember this is hot. All right, we're gonna take our warmed tortillas from the tortilla warmer. Thank God they didn't fall on the floor, it was just on the counter. We're gonna lay them out here on the pan. And so this is a sheet pan that came with the Deluxe air fryer and oven. And similar to the drip pan that came with the last air fryer, except that one you couldn't cook on. This one you can, so yay. All right, and then we're gonna put some cheese first. So I have a couple different cheeses. I brought Mexi cheese and Monterey Jack. So both of them I think are really good. So I thought that I would put those in. All right, so I'm making 3 right now. The recipe will tell you to make 6. Hubby is gonna be late tonight, so I'm not gonna make 6. There's really no reason to do that because he's not gonna be here until really late, and then I don't want them to just sit here and get cold and all the things. So we're gonna put some cheese on one side of the tortilla, like 1/2 of the tortilla. So that's the Mexi cheese. Let me do some meat. So I'm using, these are actually the tongs that come with the, I know, I should know the names of everything, right? It's the 3, they're like 3 pans, and you like dip stuff, and like if you're making breaded things and you need like a tray for the egg and a tray for the flour and a tray for the breadcrumbs or whatever. Forget what that's called. Anyways, these are the tongs for those, and I love these tongs because they're like the perfect size for little things. And so I stole them out of there. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm gonna take the Monterey Jack and I'm gonna put a little bit more cheese over the top of the meat. If I could open it. These are gonna be super cheesy, guys. Super easy to make. I watched a Pampered Chef live where the consultant had her 2 boys helping make these. It was hilarious. It was so awesome. They were so cute. Getting the kids in the kitchen is pretty awesome. I tried to do that with mine, but they weren't interested. Actually, that's not true. They were somewhat interested. I think I wasn't interested. Guys, cooking is not my first love. You know that. Probably my first love is eating and then cooking. Okay, I'm making a giant mess. I'm gonna try to keep these tortillas closed. I think I made them too thick. Okay. All right, so can you see this? I'm gonna hold it up real quick before I put it in. Now here we go. All right, so now our air fryer has the little display says add food. So we'll hit the button to let it know we added the food, and then now it's gonna start timing down. When it gets to the halfway point, so about 4 minutes, it's gonna beep at me again. We're gonna pull it out, and then we're gonna flip those tacos over and then put it back in for the rest of the time. All right, so what do we do in the meantime while we're waiting for things to cook? We put stuff away, throw it away, clean it up, whatever, right? Because we want to keep our space available. So throwing stuff away, putting stuff in the sink if we need. I'm gonna put the tortilla warmer. This thing is so awesome. You can heat up tortillas in here. You can also heat up buns, like if you like your buns warmed. And then I discovered you can heat and cook potatoes in here. What? I think that's super awesome. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to. So, baked potato in the tortilla warmer, I'm on board. Okay, and I think we're done with the cheese. And then these were just the tortillas I used, so just like a fajita sized tortilla. I had contemplated using the little street taco ones, but they're pretty tiny, so I'm not gonna do those ones. All right, these are gonna go back in the fridge. Tortillas back in the pantry. All right, let's make some guac. Okay, so I cut open an avocado. I had to see if it was good because when I got it from the store, it was already kind of smushy. It's okay, it does have some brown spots on it, but it's okay. It's just gonna mix up with the seasoning, so it'll be fine. All right. Okay, so that's it for the seed and the avocado peel, because again, clean as you go, right? Clean as you go. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, so we're gonna do the guacamole seasoning. So what is awesome with this is, oh, it's brand new. So that's always awesome when it's brand new and you haven't opened it yet. So we're gonna open it. Okay. What I was gonna say is that it has a side here that fits our tablespoon perfectly in there. It also has a sprinkle side on it. So you can do that any way. So when you're doing the guacamole, it's 1 tablespoon to 1 avocado. Super easy. And then we're just gonna mix it up here in the bowl. It mixes pretty quickly, pretty easily, and it's so good. Like when the guacamole seasoning first came out, well, first I should tell you I love avocados. When the guacamole seasoning came out, before that I was getting this packet from the grocery store to make guacamole, but then this came out and of course I have to get this one. But I actually liked it better and super easy to use. And do you like your guacamole chunky? Me too. All right, so guacamole's done. I just heard our machine beep. So that means it's ready to turn over. So we're gonna get our cool looking oven gloves again because we don't want to get burned, no burns. I thought maybe I would just try these tongs to see if I can flip them over without disrupting the innards instead of dirtying another utensil, because you know how much I love to do the dishes. Alright, this is okay. Whew, these guys are slipping out of my hands. Okay. All right, all turned over. I'm gonna put it back in. I'll let it run the rest of its course. All right, now while it's doing that, I also wanted to add in some tomatoes. And so I sliced some tomatoes here with the quick slice. And then now I'm just going to chop them in the chopper. All right. So I'm going to put them in here. And then we're just going to chop them up. oh, those are a little too chopped for me. I kind of like them a little bit more chunky. So I have a couple more tomatoes. We'll do it again. Couple more. Not the little heels there. Okay, so now I'm just going to do them a couple of times. Maybe a little more. That's better. What do you think? Yes. So not mush, but just kind of like diced, right? All right, I love the chopper. It is perfect for little small jobs like that, where instead of pulling out a whole bunch of tools, you have one that chops them up, right? Excellent. Oh, hold on. I was trying to pull up my live on the laptop, because this is what I do every week, is I try to pull it up on the laptop, because if you guys come in and have questions, I can't really answer them from the phone. It's very difficult. So, and I can't see them. Like, everything's really tiny. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like older and I wear glasses and they're progressive, so I have to be like this. All right, we got like 30 seconds on that guy. I'm pretty excited. Like, let's see, 6:20. Not bad, not bad. I think we're gonna make it. Let's pull out a plate. My fancy dishware that I brought from the house. So I have like a whole set of, I think I have like a set for 12 people or something. So I only took like a few of the dishes when we moved here, because my space is very limited. So we have a storage unit down the road that's got everything else in it. I'm hoping someday I'll see them again. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull out the pan with one hand. Okay. I'm gonna do this quickly because I will burn myself somehow, some way. Put that back in there. Okay, excellent. We did it without me burning myself. Yay. Give it time. Give it time. All right. So this is what they look like. I mean, these are so good. They come out so yummy. Oh, they are hot. I want to present them for you. Okay, so the meat, you can use, just seasoned ground beef if you want, or chicken or turkey, whatever. Look how good those look. So yummy. So I am going to put some tomatoes over the top of them, and then we're going to have some guacamole. And then, of course, what else? Sour cream. You got to have a dollop of daisy, right? You gotta. All right. That is dinner. That is dinner. I was going to take a bite, but it's really hot. And remember the no burning thing? All right. So, other things you can pair with it. So, you can put any kind of taco, toppings or whatever you want with it. Some people like pico de gallo, salsa, onions, lettuce, whatever you like, you can put in there, put on it. I didn't cook the vegetables inside of it. I mean, I guess you could. Side dishes, Mexican rice. I mean, that's pretty much what I do. In fact, I made a Mexican rice yesterday. I did not heat it up, but I just do this, just something easy. I cook it in my micro cooker. Super easy. I'm all about the microwave. if I can use it when I'm not using the air fryer, because I have to use that outlet. But I'm all about easy, quick, like what can I get in and out? Like I don't have all day, and like tonight, I don't want to be on my feet too much longer. So I am going to wrap it up. I love that you guys were here with me. Okay, so last note. All right, so just to recap, we made sheet pan tacos. This is a Pampered Chef recipe. You can find it on the Pampered Chef website. If you would like for me to send you the recipe, comment recipe down there in the comments. Pampered Chef also has a couple of options for you as well as a consumer. You have the option to earn, save, or spend. So when you earn, when you're in an earn season, that means that you want to earn rewards and perks for becoming a consultant and working with me and the company, which is amazing because this is where you don't pay full price for any products ever again. And you also can double that with earning free products. And what's the best part? Commissions. Yes, I know. Super awesome. Or if that's not your season, we have the save season. That just means that if you love the products that you see and you want them, but, oh, my door's going to close. Oh, good, it didn't slam. Wind caught the door. You love what you see, but it's just a little on the spendy side for you. That's okay too. We have a save option. That just means that you host with me and we do some kind of maybe an online hosting experience. We do a texting, I like to call it an experience because I think that the whole experience is a fun one. Maybe not necessarily party fun because party usually means like you come together in person, and a lot of these events are now held online. And I know a lot of people who are not local to me, so I still want to be able to offer some kind of hosting experience for you. So we've got a few options that we can play around with. I'm also up for doing like a live Zoom cooking demo too, if you wanted to do that if you weren't in my area. So something to think about. This month, hosts are earning a 60% off of anything in the catalog and a 50% off anything in the catalog once you get qualified. But of course that can grow with the more orders that you get. So hit me up on that if you are in a save season. If you are in neither one of those seasons, but you do love the products and you do want some of these in your kitchen, but you just want to just get them and go and move on with your life, this is your spend season. And so I can definitely help you with that too. So hit me up on that and we'll just figure out what is the best one that will make your life the easiest, right? Okay, so comment below recipe if you would like for me to send you this recipe. Comment below save if you would like to grab some discounts and you want to partner with me to do a hosting experience. Or if you want to earn, you got some questions about that part of it. It's your earn season. You're really thinking about that. Holidays are coming. The wheels are turning, right? Yes. Hit me up. I got info for you. So, all right, friends, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you again so much for hanging with me. I have enjoyed these last 3 weeks of doing these lives. It's been really fun, and I definitely am going to keep doing them in the future. So that's it for me. I am Shannon in my tiny kitchen. I'm the reluctant cook. And if I can do this in my tiny kitchen, you can do it anywhere, right? Have an amazing rest of your day, friends, and we'll see you next time.